Mr. Peter Obi Willy Obiano, Justice Abakoba. You talk about Professor Achalonu, who is one of the biggest professors in the US. Christ the King College has more than 20 professors in the US. Some have retired, some are still working. This is the first African principal in Nigeria.
The first
African principal in Nigeria.
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Hey, Reverend Father Nicola Chukwemeka Tagbo OON.
Within this space of time that we've been here from 2020, we received the WAEC Book Award for the third best school in WAEC in 2020. And then from then, there have been so many awards, I cannot mention many of them. This is the founder of the college.
Okay.
That's why you have his
Status
image here.
Image here.
Is In Memoriam Caroli Herei, CSSP, Archiepiscopus Onichensis, Conditor Collegi Christi Regis Onichensis, Die Secundomensis Februari Anno Domine MC 1933. I don't believe that awards define a school as such. They are signs of something. They indicate that maybe something nice and wonderful is happening here. The reason I said that beyond awards, CKC is one of the best places anybody can send their children in this time. This is the CKC logo.
Okay.
Now, if you look at this logo, you will see CKC, Christ the King College. You will see a dove.
Yeah.
That dove tells you that here, whatever we are doing is directed by the Holy Spirit. Because I am here, I know that if I am not a priest, if I don't invest myself and burn myself out like a candle for these children, I cannot keep a boarding school without causing riot one day. These are boys. Many of them are above 15. And they are in the age of rebellion. This is the refectory where the children eat.
Okay.
It is the biggest and neatest refectory in Nigeria.
And the biggest and the neatest I've ever seen since
In Nigeria.
I was born.
In this exquisite college, Christ the King College, Onitsha, where education is given at its best, where we have qualified teachers who pass down knowledge and give impact to students, where learning is at what? The top notch. But remember, when we talk about grooming a child, the grooming of a child doesn't just stop at academics. It talks about life coaching skills, forming the character of that child.
I spend time in Europe raising children in Italy. I take children to holiday camp. We call it Campo Scuola, school camp. And after staying with children abroad, I told myself, are these children superior to the children in Africa? That is where I started the journey to ensure that children in Africa, at least those within my circle of influence, where I'm in charge,
Yeah.
that they have a decent life, that they live like human beings. I
I want to be like Mr. Peter Obi. Why? Mr. Peter Obi, he doesn't flaunt his wealth. He's not the type of person that will come with Ferrari, trying to bull. He's humble, a man of integrity, a man of the people. They call him Okutendi Igbo. And that name fits his personality. I just want to be like him. Simple, humble, a man of the people, a man of integrity, a man who doesn't flaunt his wealth, who doesn't. You understand what I'm saying?
CKC is a boarding school. We have over 1,000 children living in this place, and none of them come from outside.
The first day I was announced as a senior prefect, it wasn't expected because usually senior prefects are bold, masculine, they intimidate students, but we encourage love in our students. We envision a place where everybody feels comfortable. No student is afraid to approach me because I engage you verbally and I correct you, I counsel you. So when I was announced as the senior prefect, it was something of joy because to be the senior prefect of such a prestigious college is something very difficult. You have to put your mind, put your heart, you have to be a fervent for the college. So I really understood this mission and vision. So I started working towards it.
We are the only people that has a clinic
So
in this Onitsha. Others have sick bay,
okay,
but we have a clinic.
so this clinic and it's functioning.
We will enter there now.
When you are training a child, the only things required is not just academic excellence. Things required, you can see most of the persons here, these are people that won award academically. And in this school, to show you more, you can see somebody, this is the best behaved student in junior class. What's him? This boy. Okay. He's the best behaved student in junior class. Yes. That's to show you that CKC don't only offer you academic excellence. CKC will teach you how to become a substantial person in the society tomorrow. It will teach you how to be well behaved, not just a man who knows only mathematics, literature, government.
Hello guys, this is Creative Lord TV. Guys, we are on a tour of 10 best schools in Anambra State. Yes, so we are on a tour touring the 10 best schools in Anambra State. And today we are live and direct in CKC, Onitsha. That is the Christ the King Onitsha. So we all know about CKC. CKC is a legendary secondary school founded in 1933. Today we are here to document their story and show you guys what this school is made of. So we are going to meet somebody, the director, the principal, who will tell us more about this school and probably take us around the facilities. And also, we will have interaction with some of the students and we will learn more about this school. This school has produced a lot of prominent people, a lot of, public figures that when you hear their name, you will know that yes, this school is a legendary school. Christ the King Secondary School, Onitsha, have produced 3 governors. Yes, in Nigeria, they have produced 3 governors in Nigeria. Willie Obiano graduated from this particular school. Peter Obi graduated from this particular school. Peter Odili graduated from this particular school. And when you talk about professors, barristers, they're uncountable. Uncountable. They're all graduated from this particular school. So this school is a legendary school when you come to Anambra State, when you come to Nigeria, and when you come to Africa. Let's go and find out whether this school still maintain the integrity. Let's go and know whether this school still maintain the standard which it were known for. CKC is a popular school, is a legendary school, like I keep saying. Let's go and find out whether it's still the same CKC we know or it has changed to different, thing. You will find out. This is the bishop that brought this Christ the King school in Onitsha. They were the early missionaries. Christianity missionaries brought schools. This school is one of the things they brought for us, and this school have helped us in many, many ways. So, Uka, church, Christianity brought good things, and this is the evidence. So, if this bishop didn't put up this structure, there would be nothing like CKC today. But we are enjoying this school today because missionaries brought it. The school has over 1,000 students. You want to go? So when you look at it, say, welcome to CKC. Let's go and meet the principal who will tell us what you need to know about this school. Whether CKC is still CKC or it has changed to different things.
Okay, my name is Reverend Father Dr. Celestine Arinze Okafor. I am the present principal of Christ the King College, Onitsha. I came here in 2019, and since 2019, I have been on this seat trying to pilot the affairs of one of the premier secondary schools in Nigeria. I got my PhD from the Celestian Pontifical University in Rome, Italy, and I'm a specialist in youth development and education. Christ the King College is, of course, one of the first secondary schools in the country, along with Federal Government College Umahia and the one at Ibadan and a few others, and DMGS, of course. And by the year 1933, Archbishop Charles Hiri, the then Archbishop of Onitsha, started some schools in his diocese. In those days, the diocese of Onitsha stretched up to Enugu, and most of the parts of Igbo land were under the Archdiocese of Onitsha. So Archbishop Charles Hiri established this college and the Queen of the Rosary College, the one you know today as QRC. He also established the other one, St. Charles, as a teacher training college. Christ the King College was the foremost college around this place, right from that era up to this present moment. CKC has produced so many um, elite individuals, ecclesiastics, and exceptional Nigerians. Somebody like Chikobi, you know, the mathematic wizard, Chikobi, was a bona fide alumnus of CKC. Of course, Mr. Peter Obi Willy Obiano, Justice Abakoba. You talk about Professor Achalonu, who is one of the biggest professors in the US. Christ the King College has more than 20 professors in the US. Some have retired, some are still working. You know this Oputa that everybody knows, Justice Chukwudife Oputa was a bona fide alumnus of CKC. JJ Ezuko and Chambers is a bona fide alumnus of CKC. And Justice Chuba Ibazo, both himself and his father, they were all alumni of CKC. So these are just a few, because we are not intending to create a litany of the galaxy of extraordinary men that this college has produced. This is the CKC logo.
Okay.
Now, if you look at this logo, you will see CKC, Christ the King College. You will see a dove.
Yeah.
That dove tells you that here, whatever we are doing is directed by the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
The education of children is principally guided by the Spirit. This is the understanding of education in all Catholic schools.
Okay.
Then you will see a crown.
A crown with
a
key.
key.
Yeah.
Now this crown represents that Christ, who is the King of the universe, according to Isaiah chapter 9. Now you see the key. That is the key that the Bible says will be given to him as the king. Wherever he opens, no one can close.
Yeah.
And whatever door he closes, no one can open. So this is Christ. This place now represents
The Christ.
the person of Christ.
Yeah.
This one represents the Holy Spirit, who makes the work of Christ to extend through the generations.
Okay.
Now this one is a symbol of growth. That this is a place where children are raised to grow like the tree. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's about the Holy Spirit, who is working and cooperating with the work of Christ, who is the King.
Yeah.
Because the college is Christ the King, then is a place of growth. With this, children will grow. Of course, everything is under the love of God the Father.
Yes.
And then you have bonitas, disciplina, ciencia. That is goodness, discipline, and knowledge.
That's the motto.
That's the motto of the college: goodness, discipline, and college. And we have a slogan that says, we are primus inter pares. We are the first among equals. We choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. We choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong.
Yeah.
We call ourselves primus inter pares. That's our target. That's our aim. If you go into the school now, you will see an eagle. That eagle represents the primus, the king of the birds.
Okay.
This college started with Father Brawley in 1933. Father Brawley was a white man, an Irish priest. Then from Father Brawley to Flanagan. If you walk down now, you see Flanagan Street. That street is named after the former principal of CKC, Father Flanagan, that was here from 1938. He was here from 1938 to 1941. And then he came back again in 1943 and then finished in 1948. So these men shaped this college. Then from there you have Father Keane, then Father Callaghan, then Father Butler, Father Clifford, Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick was the one that was here when my father came for entrance exam in 1943 or so to have to be admitted to CKC. My father passed, but eventually circumstances did not allow him to, continue. In our present, after First Fitzpatrick, you now have the first Nigerian principal of CKC. That is Father Nicholas Tabo, the popular Tabo. And Father Tabo was here twice. He started after Fitzpatrick in 1963 to 1972, and then he was posted to somewhere else. Then he came back in 1976, and from 1976 he was here until 1985. So after Tabo, you now started having other principals, Father Nwosu, and Zemeko Lisa, and then up to the time Peter Obi came and gave back the missions, gave the school back to the missions. And so here we are in our own time trying to maintain the legacy that they have left behind. I am aware that I have the burden of history. I am aware of what those who came before us have done. The principals, the administrators, the alumni, what they have done to make CKC great. I took an oath that in our time, CKC will not live on past glory, but we continue to be great even in our time. The eagle is placed here to remind the children of their position, that a CKC student is like an eagle. This eagle is a metaphor of the king of the birds that does not perch on sand.
Okay.
He doesn't do petty things.
Yeah.
He lives a noble life. The eagle is noble, is dignified, is full of steez,
Yes.
is full of glory. So the children will look at this and see it as the metaphor of who they are. That they are not flying with pigeons. Eagles don't fly with pigeons.
Yeah.
They are supposed to fly high. When you go to WAEC, you don't go there to make 5 credits. You go there to make 9 A's. When you go to JAMB, you don't go there to make 150. You go there to make 300 and above. Because that is who you are.
That is ego.
That is your identity. So this ego is a metaphor of the identity of the students. We call them primus inter pares.
Well, well understood. So that means that's like Ugo.
Ugo. Now this is the founder of the college.
Okay.
That's why you have his
Status
image here.
Image, yeah.
Is in memoriam Caroli Herei, CSSP, Archiepiscopus Onichensis, Conditor Collegi Christi Regis Onichensis, Die Secundomensis Februari Anno Domine MC 1933.
Okay. This is
Latin.
Yeah.
Caroli Herei means Charles Hiri.
Okay.
Archiepiscopus Onichensis, Archbishop of Onitsha.
Okay.
Conditor Collegi Christi Regi Onichensis. Conditor is like he commissioned the College of Christ the King. Collegi Christi Regis Onichensis.
Okay.
You know, Christ the King College Onitsha.
Okay.
This second day of February. 1933.
Okay. It's explaining the time it was established.
Yes. So this is Archbishop Charles Hiri. He was the Archbishop of Onitsha.
Okay.
Now you see the reception.
All right. So this is the reception.
Yes.
Okay. This shows
I
that.
will tell you about this one.
Okay.
Now this is the reception. You can just come. When you come to the college, the first port of call is this place, where you can ask questions and be directed on what to do. So this is the reception. It's a small place where you are to wait for people. It's a waiting area. There are some receptionists who take care of our visitors and write their names to record the visitors who come here. So this is where the first port of call when you enter the college, the CKC.
All right. Very perfect.
As you can see, there are some of the visitors waiting. This is where we call the Christ the King Park.
Here.
Yes, we call it Christ the King Park. It's a kind of park I developed when I came here. I planted all these trees.
Okay.
You know, because I love an environment with natural stuff.
Yes. Yeah. I also love it.
Then the trees are even still growing. Eventually, they will grow bigger than this. This statue was taken from the mold of the original marble statue that was on top of this church. This church was the chapel of CKC in 1960.
Okay.
That time, this parish did not exist.
Okay.
You know, so this statue was I took it from that mold. So it's the one that was brought by the white men in the 1940s that I took the chemical to make this one.
Okay.
It is the image of Christ the King, who is the icon of the college.
Yeah.
Actually, this image should be here, but this one has been here before. When I made this one, the debate was whether it should be here or replace this one.
Okay. Where the bishop
The bishop is, because this is Christ the King.
Yes.
And the college is College of Christ the King. But after much debate, I said he is facing the school, so he's the person protecting the school and taking care of everything.
Okay.
So this is called Christ the King Park. It's a sit out. People sit around here when there is an event. They wait for somebody, and when parents visit, they hang around here. During the election, they use this place too. People sit all over. And you can see that we have trees under the. We have
the tree that you planted this, it beautified the place and makes the place friendly, very cool.
Within this space of time that we've been here from 2020, we received the WAEC Book Award for the third best school in WAEC in 2020. And then from then, there have been so many awards, I cannot mention many of them. Let me mention the most outstanding ones. We won the World Affairs Challenge in 2024. It's a global competition that has never been won by any African secondary school since it started. And we hope that one African school will still win it one day. But this is the first time an African school, secondary school, is winning that award. It took me to Denver in Colorado. For the first time, I was in Colorado to receive the plaque, the award plaque. And from there, we also got nominated as the most outstanding secondary school in the category of mission private in Africa. I was invited to Zimbabwe by people I don't know. I don't know who they are. So I had to go to Zimbabwe and participated in the conference, in the summit. After that, towards the end, we were called up for this award. And then, of course, the Anambra State Man of the Year award also invited us to take the award for the best secondary school in Anambra State for 2024. So, global award, continental award, national award, state award, all these things are in the kitty. But one thing I will tell you is that I don't believe that awards define a school as such. They are signs of something. They indicate that maybe something nice and wonderful is happening here. But there is more. When we go around, I will show you the reason I said that beyond awards, CKC is one of the best places anybody can send their children in this time. Presently, I don't know, but we train children in a way that we are conscious that we are preparing them for something. It's not just about passing WAEC with 9 A's. That we are trying to do. But there is more. Character, morals, self-awareness, self-management, maturity, human values. These are critical components of education that formal education sometimes miss out on. In CKC, we allow children to speak. We don't train children who cannot talk to me or talk to the authorities. We have a Senate here. During the Senate sitting, students are free to disagree with the principal, but you have to do that respectfully and with arguments. Students are free to say their mind without fear of being punished, and they do that respectfully and with candor. In this place, people don't eat irregular meals. You eat at the same time, morning, afternoon, night, every day, and you don't eat in between meals. The moment you eat in the morning, you're not eating any other thing until lunchtime. That's why we expend a lot of money on the feeding. Our feeding budget may be one of the biggest around here. because of that reason. We don't allow beverages, personal private beverages. If they are going to take beverage, it will be the one that the school will give at the time the school is supposed to give it. So this and the fact that they don't have cash in their hand, here you are not allowed to have cash. Here you can only put your pocket money in the bank and use card to spend. And you're not spending on edibles, you're spending on articles like pen, paper, and other things you want to do that money will be needed. And then there's no canteen, there's no shop, store where you can go and buy biscuits, buns, this, that. It doesn't exist in CKC. So a boy that grows up here comes out strong because we are living in an age of fragile youth. We are living in an age where men have become effeminate. And here we promote genuine, positive, healthy masculinity. Because there's also toxic masculinity. But we promote masculinity, we promote manhood, we promote maturity. This is what stands CKC out today. This is where we honored some of our best students for the year. I will show you something interesting here.
Okay.
We do not give award simply to those who are intelligent academically. We give award to people who behave well.
Okay.
And the prizes, the cash attached to some of these awards are not even smaller than the ones attached to academic awards. To tell you that we value behavior.
Okay.
Here now you can see, best junior student in character formation.
Character formation.
Character formation.
Okay.
He received the same amount of money that the person that is best student, overall best student, received.
Why are you guys doing it? To encourage, good behavior.
Because good behavior is as important as him.
Okay.
Is as important. The same 150,000 that this person received is the same amount that this person received, who is the best in mathematics. So we don't overrate
Yes.
So this guy is the best student for the year ending in 2025.
The JAM.
His JAM is 330. His WAEC is 9 A's, 9 distinctions. He is now a medical student. He's studying medicine and surgery at Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
Currently.
Currently. And this boy has Ogochukwu Desmond Chidimdo, the overall best student in SS2, now in SS3. But also the best student in science, but also has been the best student in his class for the past 5 years.
Nobody has
ever overtaken him.
This is super intelligent.
He's a very exceptional student.
Wow. So I think when others see this, they will be motivated to put in more work.
Yeah. It's not just that we win awards. If you look at our environment, it's cleanliness, neatness. You see our classrooms, we take time to ensure that all these things matter because environment educates. It is not just the teacher that educates. It is not just verbal presentations that educate. What a child sees, where a child lives, the environment, what we call the ecosystem. The ecosystem is a conglomeration of all the parts of the environment. There is also the physical environment, there's the psychological environment, that is how a child feels in a setting. All these things come together to form the educational ecosystem. And we are creating an educational ecosystem that will ensure that our children grow up to become men that society will be proud of in the future. When you want to teach something that requires YouTube,
okay,
or you want the children to see some videos, you bring them to this classroom.
Okay. So this is just for digital.
It's called digital classroom.
Yeah.
You bring them to this place.
Okay.
You're welcome to the SOG. God bless you always.
Okay, sit down. We are back from the break now. So you can see that the lockers in this classroom are of Mazonia color.
Yeah.
And you already saw the other classroom with orange.
Orange.
Orange. The ones we passed
Okay,
earlier on.
the one at the top.
Every class has its own color of locker.
Okay.
Then if you look at this place now, you see the numbers. Students are not supposed to write names on their lockers because it's not their property.
Okay.
This is CKC. 304 is the number. 2024 is 24. So it tells you when this person came to the school.
Okay.
When this locker was made. So these are JS2 students.
But if I may ask you, why the different colors?
The different colors ensure that they don't carry one locker from one classroom to the other.
Okay.
Because where you have thousands of children, chances are that somebody will come and carry somebody's chair and go to another place.
You're right.
But this one, if your own chair gets lost, you have no option. You know, you go and make another one. Because if you carry it to your classroom is not supposed to have this kind of chair. Your classroom is green.
Yes, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
All right. We have developed many lawns in the college. These are lawns.
Okay.
That is, every place must not be concrete.
Yes.
There are places that you have lawns. I developed these lawns.
With the flowers?
Yes, I developed these lawns to make the environment clean and neat. Because in Onitsha, most of the times, we don't have this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when you are inside this place, you hardly remember that you are in Onitsha.
Yes.
You feel like you are somewhere else.
Yeah, because you have spent a lot of time in all these European countries. That's why we are used to. Because people, anytime we make video, people always tell us in the video, let them plant trees. Trees are important.
Wow. This is the iconic building with which we celebrated the 90th anniversary of CKC.
Okay.
I built this house. I started building this house in 2020.
And you already finished it
in 2023.
You are super workaholic.
It took us 2.5 years. Now this place contains the refectory and the chapel. The refectory is where we eat, is downstairs.
Okay.
The chapel is up, where we worship and pray. This icon is the icon of Christ the King, the image of the college. CKC is a boarding school. We have over 1,000 children living in this place, and none of them come from outside. Now, this reminds me of the importance of training, because education is not just the acquisition of content, filling up our mind with content. Education is preparation for life. And given that this generation, this Gen Z, these children that from 25 years down these days, the way they were brought up in comfort. Many of them cannot face difficult things. Many of them find it difficult to commit themselves to a challenging routine. They are afraid of routine. They are easily bored. They cannot study for 2 hours on a stretch. They find it difficult to secure good grades in their exams. This is something, a symptom of the morbidity of children of this age. They are morbid. By that I mean they are very, very soft. So boarding school can help, because boarding school creates an ecosystem that is challenging. The bell will go in the morning, gring, gring, gring. Early in the morning, you are woken up. Then you go for prayers. Then you go and do your morning duty. Then you go to the class. Then you're asked to dress and talking. Then you wear your canvas. Then you wear your slippers. Then you stand up in the assembly. So everything creates an environment that forces you to acquire discipline. So you cannot overemphasize the importance of boarding school. Africa, luckily for us, we are still maintaining boarding schools. All over the world, some countries can no longer run boarding schools, because running a boarding school is very, very challenging. Because you talk about the personnel, you talk about the funding, you talk about the security. There are so many things involved in running a boarding school. That's why sometimes public institutions especially in Africa, like Nigeria, government schools find it difficult to manage a boarding school. Not because the government does not have the taxpayers' money to run it, but because of these other dynamics and variables surrounding the running of a boarding school. Because I am here, I know that if I am not a priest, if I don't invest myself and burn myself out like a candle for these children, I cannot keep a boarding school without causing riot one day. These are boys, many of them are above 15, and they are in the age of rebellion. But we have never had a case where children will start rebelling. Why? Because some of us are trained to raise children. I am a PhD holder, and my studies is basically on education and youth development. So you don't have this kind of personnel all over the place to run boarding schools. Come and see what I was telling you in real life.
Okay.
I told you that we don't handle cash. Stay. These guys want to buy something, and this is what they are using to buy something.
Okay. The school have card.
Yes, I told you.
Okay, I thought maybe somebody can just give, maybe their mother or their parent can give them maybe
You have your
Zenith
own.
Bank card or something.
See their
ATM.
own. See their own. See this person's own.
Wow.
Ikechukwu Jude, Onyedika Chukwu. Now, this card contains the money that the parent paid for this guy into his pocket money. And for him to use this pocket money, he comes to this man. Now, can you show us how it works? How we can use money? Tell us how they collect their money or how they use their money. Demonstrate to us.
This is an e-wallet card. So in here contains the money the students have per time. So let's say these students want to get something. So all I need to do is the device we have here has a scanner. So this scanner is what we use to scan the card. So all we need to do now is to, let me give you an example here. So all we need to do now is just to place this scanner on this device. Continue. Okay, it comes up like this. I'll do it again. Just place it on this device. It opens up. So with this way now, you can input the amount the child wants to deduct per time and continue, and it gets processed. So that's all.
It's like withdrawing.
Yeah, it's more of withdrawal, but it's a digital thing. It's not a manual thing.
Yeah. So after the money comes, after the money is being withdrawn, so how do they get the stuff they buy?
Yes, so we give they get a receipt. Okay, let me give you an example. Continue. Okay. Continue. What's your PIN?
4267.
Okay, so let's say he wants to get something of 100 naira. His PIN is 4267. So, like this. It comes out like this. And I print it out.
Okay.
So let me get the printout for you. So this is the printout. It contains a barcode. So with this now, they take it to the canteen. Then they get whatever they want to get, and with the amount they deduct.
That means the thing has already been paid.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So this now we don't have to have cash with us physically to work.
Okay, perfect. Everything has been programmed.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is what?
Prayer room. This is you hear of Christ the King College.
Yeah.
The King is here.
Okay, the king is here.
He's here. And let's enter and greet the king. So the Blessed Sacrament is inside this veil. Sometimes this veil is opened and it is exposed for worship.
Okay.
So children come here to pray. Private prayer most of the time.
Okay.
Private prayer. And even Muslims come here to pray. I spend time in Europe raising children in Italy. I take children to holiday camp. We call it Campus Scuola, school camp. And after staying with children abroad, I told myself, are these children superior to the children in Africa? That is where I started the journey to ensure that children in Africa, at least those within my circle of influence, where I'm in charge, that they have a decent life, that they live like human beings. That's when I began to beautify where they live, make up. I will show you where they will be ironing their clothes. You will marvel. Now we're going to enter where they eat because they are human beings.
Yeah.
We are human beings like them. and our children should also stay in a decent place.
Yeah.
This is the refectory where the children eat.
Okay.
It is the biggest and neatest refectory in Nigeria.
And the biggest and the neatest I've ever seen since
In Nigeria.
I was born.
We eat 3 times a day, but it doesn't look like where people ate this
Like,
morning.
I wanted to ask, have they...
We ate here this morning, and we're going to eat here in the next 1 hour. But the thing is, I have cleaners whose job it is to clean the place. You want to go?
Yeah.
Whose job it is to clean the place, and I pay them. I don't leave it only for children to do. You look at the terrazzo; it's still very neat because it is mopped on daily basis. Every day it is mopped. Every day is mopped. These are the 3 governors that the institution has produced.
Okay, Peter Odili.
Peter Obi was class prefect in 1972.
Class prefect.
I mean, college SP.
Wow.
Senior prefect.
He was that smart.
The college SP. He came in 1965, but he was college prefect before he left in 1972. Then Obiano, class of 1974. And Peter Obi, class of 1978.
All of them studied in this CKC
Yes.
in Onitsha. This is massive, man.
And then to show you about children, try to lift it.
Oh, it's very heavy.
Good. Intention is to make sure. The intention is to make sure that they cannot destroy it. This is drinking water. I don't know if. So this is drinking water. It comes from. I'll show you where it comes from. Come, let me show you. This is the last filter.
Okay.
This is the last filter. But then there's the main filter that we filter before it comes to the last filter.
Okay. You know, it's treated water.
The water comes from the borehole, enters this tank, and from this tank it goes to this one.
Okay.
And this one we do the first purification and treatment. This one we treat the water.
Okay.
As you can see now, it's working. This will treat the water. And after treating the water, it will now take the water. There's the pipe. See the pipe that takes it there. Then it will go through the final filter before the children can drink.
These children are living premium life. Like you are just giving them the same life those Oyibo people are enjoying there.
Good day to you all. I am Primus Elochukwu Victor from SS1A. Now, in this exquisite college, Christ the King College, Onitsha, where education is given at its best, where we have qualified teachers who pass down knowledge and great impact to students, where learning is at the top notch. But remember, when we talk about grooming a child, the grooming of a child doesn't just stop at academics. It talks about life coaching skills, forming the character of that child. And this is what our beloved principal, Reverend Father Dr. Celestine Arizo Kafo, does for his children, whereby he trains us, he gives us life coaching skills, where he teaches us many things just to form our character. He gives us what we call emotional intelligence. Now I stand here today to just give you a tip on the many things that he has been teaching us majorly in the conferences, with the topic titled How to Force Your Brain to Do Hard Things. Now, first of all, what is the brain? When we begin to talk about the brain in this aspect, we say the brain has one thinking faculty, the factory of thought, the center and the organ of the mind. If the brain is the head of the neural system, meaning that all the feelings we have in our body start from what? The brain. It's the brain that detects and explains whatever we see with our eyes. Now, let me start by saying this. There's a saying that goes like this: when you choose to do what is hard, when you choose to do what is easier, life becomes harder. And when you choose to do what is harder, life gets easier. Let me start by saying this: the main obstacle to a man in his life is what him and himself, not what life has given him. Then what we call the mind is the battlefield, meaning that the enemy is from within. Now let me start by saying this. If I begin to tell you all that our beloved principal who teaches us, he said it all points to one thing: the mind, the mentality, our reasoning, how we see, accept, and deal with challenges in life. Just like the anatomy of crime, which is just simply trying to and briefly trying to explain criminals' mindset, believing that they cannot be caught or believing that they are smarter in committing crimes. Now, like I said, the main obstacle to you, to a man in his life, is himself, not what life has given. And that's what we call victim mentality, by which people blame one thing or the other for their current situations in life. But remember, you are the CEO of your life.
This is CKC Onitsha, one of the best schools in Nigeria. This school is almost 100 years and it's still waxing strong. This school is a school that you need to send your kids, because what is here is so alarming, man. It's so huge.
Now, this is the church.
Ooh, this is massive. This church alone is for students and staffs only. Outsiders cannot just come.
It's for students only. There is no secondary school anywhere in the world with this kind of place of prayer. There's none. Now, this is a synthetic pitch where most of the teachers use it. I don't allow all the students except the professional school players.
Okay.
And then the teachers and the reverend fathers come here. The teachers also use this place for the bonding activity, like aerobics that we do with all the female and male teachers.
Okay.
They use this place for fun, for play.
Okay.
We spend time here to relax. Sometimes.
Everywhere is neat. Everywhere
Spend time here
is
to
neat.
relax, to play tennis. The table tennis normally comes out when we want to do something. I don't leave it here. So,
Hey, this is where every child needs to come. If you want to send your child to school, your child needs to come to CKC, because everything is neat. Everything is quality. Everything is everything.
this is called the laundromat,
Okay.
where children are supposed to be ironing their clothes. It will be opened and commissioned after this Sunday when the bishop comes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
it's still under construction.
But if I'm asked, how are they going to? Are they going to be coming? Anybody wants to iron his clothes?
This is where the machines. This one is machine wash for here. Mostly those who want their clothes to be washed in machine can bring it here, but that one you have to pay small money,
Okay.
like 100 naira per cloth.
Okay.
But you are supposed to wash your clothes on your own and then come here to iron it.
Okay. Ironing is it
Free?
okay?
Free. These are still under construction. Each of these things has 2 sockets.
Okay.
The irons will be school iron, not your personal one. You just come iron your clothes and walk away.
Okay.
Just come iron your clothes and walk away.
Okay. So this, you are giving these people that normal life. This is how human beings should live.
And look at the tiles everywhere again.
Yes.
Wherever I walk, I try to put tiles because I know the boys.
You are hardly children.
Then this, you can see the quality of the marble I put here.
Yeah. Not child play. You don't manage stuff.
This is where the person managing this place will live. This is another old hostel, but I renovated it in August.
Okay.
This was built by Peter Obi.
It was renovated or it was built?
Built by Peter Obi. I renovated it.
Okay.
This was built by Peter Obi. This was built by Willie Obiano.
I saw the name Willie Obiano.
This was built by Cecil Osakwe.
All right.
One old boy like that.
Wow. And there is a massive project going on.
This is the teachers' quarters or teachers' tutors' apartment. Okay. Because we need to give the teachers a good life, just like we are giving the children.
Okay.
So that they too can have a decent accommodation to encourage them to stay. So we are now doing the foundation of this building. It will be, the foundation laying will be on 23rd of November when the Archbishop will visit this college.
Okay.
Just after this Sunday, the next Sunday, the Bishop will be here.
Good afternoon. My name is Iconic and I'm senior prefect of the college. I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm okay. So you are the senior prefect of CKC Onitsha?
Of course.
Okay. So can you tell me anything about this school that you love?
To be precise, there are a lot of things that we love. So if I want to be peculiar, I will say that I love the fact that we don't carry provisions. You see, in many schools on Onitsha Archdiocese, you will see students during break, they'll jump back at the canteen, they are buying this, buying that, they can't control their stomach. They have bowel movement regularly. But it's very quite different in Christ King College Onitsha. We see a school whereby there is organization, every student maintains decorum, and it discourages stealing, you know, making use of the toilet when you're not meant to, and we just love that fact. The first day I was announced as a senior prefect, it wasn't expected because usually senior prefects are bold, masculine, they intimidate students, but we encourage love in our students. We envision a place where everybody feels comfortable. No student is afraid to approach me because I engage you verbally and I correct you, I cancel you. So when I was announced as the senior prefect, it was something of joy because to be the senior prefect of such a prestigious college is something very difficult. You have to put your mind, put your heart, you have to be a favorite for the college. So I really understood this mission and vision, so I started working towards it. I had to become the person that everybody expected. I had to be more close to the students. I didn't try to intimidate anybody or make anybody feel less of themselves. I just tried my best to show love, like the principal showed me love in my JS1.
Okay, what do you want to be in future?
I want to be a software engineer and a pharmacist. The reason why I choose these two peculiar courses is because we understand the fact that the world is going digital. It's not more like when we're carrying our boxes to school, carrying books, carrying textbooks. It's about carrying the laptop, carrying the mobile phone to school. So I want to work in that space because the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, he's really in that nature of business, and everything is going fine, going well. And I also discovered this. It's more about my passion. I'm more of a person that loves to impact knowledge. I like talking. I'm just an extrovert. So that's my line of business. And then the pharmacist, because a pharmacist is somebody that prescribes drugs. He tells you things about your health. So I just love that line of work. It's really what I'm into. I'm a favorite for it.
Wow, that's amazing. Among all the legends that have graduated from this particular CKC Onitsha, which one are you looking up to that you want to be like, when you grow up?
To be precise, when we talk about legends, when we talk about old boys that are making it, it's very hard to make a peculiar choice because we have people of different, we have people in the Catholic Archdiocese, we have people in the government, we have people into politics, there are just a lot of them. But like this particular person who I look up to and who I definitely want to be like, I want to be like Mr. Peter Obi. Why? Mr. Peter Obi, he doesn't flaunt his wealth. He's not the type of person that will come with Ferrari, trying to bull. He's humble, a man of integrity, a man of the people. They call him Okutendi Igbo. And that name fits his personality. I just want to be like him. Simple, humble, a man of the people, a man of integrity, a man who doesn't flaunt his wealth, who doesn't. You understand what I'm saying?
This is water, so that they can take water easily because there are so many.
Yes, now I understand.
You have other places also where you can take water. So many other places.
And there's water always.
Always.
This is beautiful.
You see another.
They're bringing food.
Yes, you see another. That thing I told you. I place seeds under trees.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Very important. So you are the one that planted all these trees?
I planted this tree the moment I became a principal.
Cool.
I had to excavate the earth because it was already a cemented floor.
Yeah.
Because I said
it looks better.
Yeah, because I said you can't have hostels that there's no tree around. Sometimes people don't see small things like that.
So you are the one that put them?
Yes, I put them.
How did you? Okay, is this bucket?
I created this abomiya with the cement. I did 100 of this. There are some in front of the gate.
This is beautiful. This is really beautiful.
Because I love beauty. I love aesthetics.
Yeah.
Can see that my chairs again. Those
Yeah,
my chairs. Put the chairs everywhere.
Hey, when you look at the, show them this building, you know that this is an ancient building, Obri. So when you look at it with brown roof, this is the original roof.
Yes.
They have not touched it.
Even these ones are ancient buildings. This is Father Tabo. Father, I told you about the popular Tabo.
Okay.
On my tenoka alolo.
Balonka. April to the state. For Nicola Chukwemeka
Tabo. ON.
Okay. So
1929 to 2016. Principal par excellence.
Okay.
Unveiled. This is the principal, this is the first African principal in Nigeria.
The first
African principal in Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
Hey! Reverend Father Nicola Chukwemeka Tabo OON. He's a legend.
He's a legend. This is Father Vincent Nwosu. This court was built by the children who passed under him.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Then this is the clinic, the school clinic. We are the only people that has a clinic in this Onitsha. Others have sick bay.
Okay.
But we have a clinic.
So this clinic and it's functioning.
We entered there now.
Hey.
This is the computer, the physics lab, chemistry lab, and biology lab.
And as you can see, work is going on
everywhere.
They're cleaning, maintaining, touching, making sure that everything is in order. But I think this is a new building.
No. This building is more than 12 years old though.
But yeah.
15 years.
Yeah, but it's a new building compared to this one.
Yes. Yeah, these are modern buildings. These are ancient ones.
Ancient buildings.
Ancient ones.
So do you think that one day you guys will the school will start changing these structures?
Maintaining them is more critical.
Okay.
Because maintaining them is more critical because some of them are icons that need to be remembered.
Yes.
Are you listening now? Yes. So that's supposed to be my what? Hearing. Are you listening? Yes. Listening for your fellow classmates. Having concern. Are you listening? Are you paying attention now? Yes. Having concern, hearing to keep your surroundings clean. Supposed to get listening now. Yes. So another one is there. Tolerance. What did I say?
No. According to the principal, when you are training a child, the only things required is not just academic excellence. Things required, you can see most of the persons here, these are people that won award academically. And in this school, to show you more, you can see somebody, this is the best behaved student in junior class. Watch him, this boy. Okay. He's the best behaved student in junior class. Yes. That's to show you that CKC don't only offer you academic excellence. CKC will teach you how to become a substantial person in the society tomorrow. It will teach you how to be well behaved, not just a man who knows only mathematics, literature, government. It will give you value. It will give you that virtue. And that takes me back to the principal again, because if not for the principal, I can't be talking about CKC being what it is today. So going back to your question, I would say that CKC is the best thing that have happened to me, and I thank my God for having CKC firstly and for giving me a type of person like the principal.